Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Waiting. 52. 52's the mic. You got nothing to do.
Bang out. Bam.
Kill.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Well, the Bengals and Seahawks meeting here in Week 1, and this is a combination that we haven't seen that often on the turf. If you look back to when the franchises began facing each other all the way back in 1977. But since then, just 20 meetings between the two teams. And the Bengals have won 11 of them, including the last meeting back in October of 2015.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Check.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Mike,
Move the team.
quick
that.
Quick dad.
Penny, a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Check.
Run left.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny, and he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Green 80.
Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Check Mike. Check 13. Check 13.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selected running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
Good side.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the step and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That is caught at the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Friday.
Wide, get wide.
Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
I smell fear in that offense. Shift.
Be alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Dalton now, the pass. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Nice.
Right there, 54. Right there.
Dalton here from the gun. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
49.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton going, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. There he goes left side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there.
Keep playing hard.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, first and 10. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
And a Bengals first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
To throw here, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get your swarm on. Right there.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. I'm coming after you.
Another look for Dalton on second and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards the pickup there. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Back's mine. Back's mine.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball.
Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
54.
Here's Dalton. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming.
To throw again. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game. Here's Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
I got him.
Go.
Hey, check.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Go 14.
Hopper. 57. Hayward. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
And that'll set him back 5.
Fine, 90. Friday. Hold up.
Watch safety.
After the penalty, it's Penny. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Good guys, 4 down.
On third down, Penny. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Jason Myers on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Andy Dalton trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? Airing one out for Boyd. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a nifty return of 29 yards, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They gotta feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that... A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Well, searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the pass.
Nice.
Throwing again. Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. With a sack and Ziggy onside.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's a party now.
Here you go, Can.
54.
Operating from the gun. Dalton.
We got to step up.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
So Dalton now. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First down, Bengals.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here you go, 368. Bravo.
Mike 54.
From the gun, Dalton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. To get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and
Let's
taken.
go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try to get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
14.
Delta. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Hey, 0.
We got motion. Back up. 57. Mike, 57.
Hey, alert.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson being chased out left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a this is a really important drive. And we often talk.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 31, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down. That's exactly what he did.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
And what's the ball?
Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Again, it's Penny. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
49, got
368.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Operating from the gun. Dalton. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
57 the mark. 4 down, 4 down. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, check.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
57 the mark. Go 14.
Brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
On second down and 4, Wilson finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7-7. It's first and 10. They'll run with Procise. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check the backer, check the backer. Go.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Completes it to Dixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Come on now,
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Check.
On first down, Procise. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
You must be dreaming.
Right back to pro sides. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend will change now. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Easy. Touch.
50 left. Watch the flag.
They'll try and run down here with close ice. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
0-0.
Here's Penny. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Nice, sweetheart.
To throw again. Dalton. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Passing, it's Dalton.
Here we go.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal.
Check.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Dalton here from the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will get him one closer. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. You know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Mike 57, double dog.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Arnold. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Pulled in at the 24. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a little here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Throwing, Dalton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Watch 54. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine.
From the gun, Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Alex Erickson that time, but it's going to be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93. Hands up.
Another look for Dalton on second and 10. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Oh, hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Check. 61. Match box. Right. Check 52.
They begin with a run by Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26.
Hey, guys, listen. Check 9. Hey, alert.
Ball trot.
Wilson wants to throw it. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go, D. Slam.
12.
On first down, Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Preston Brown, there to knock that one away. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
It feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
57. Tighten up.
95.
Check three.
Now Wilson on first down. He hits his running back, close ice. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. So the victory here for Seattle. And partner.